Hello, this is just an overview video to get you to the right place to complete the earthquake questions, the earthquake simulation questions. So the website that we're going to use to answer these questions is a website by National Geographic. So if we look at the top left corner, we can see that. And when we click on the link, this is the first thing that we see. So if you scroll down, there's some things below it, but we need to bring up a simulation. So in the middle of the screen where it says Get Adobe Flash Player, if we click on this, a box should come up at the top left. Okay, you want this box to come up. And we want to click Run. This doesn't mean that we're downloading anything. We just want to run the simulation. So I'm going to press Allow. Okay, and then this is what should be displayed on my screen. I don't know if you caught that, but right before this screen was also a puzzle piece. I know we've seen that before with simulations. So it's either that red Adobe icon or the puzzle piece, either one. You want to either click the puzzle piece or click the red Adobe icon. So we can see we have a topic here called Forces of Nature. And what we see right away is tornadoes. And we are not studying tornadoes for this assignment. So at the top of this box here, with all the good stuff that we're going to see, we have different things we can click on. Volcanoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. So for the earthquake questions, we want earthquakes. I'm going to click on this. So now we have our simulation up. And maybe what you want to do, we're going to be reading the white text and it's a bit small. You can zoom in and you can take 2 fingers on your mouse pad, which I can't show you. Or if you go to the 3 vertical dots at the top right, we can zoom in. Let's do 150. So I'm zoomed in at 150%. Might be a bit small. We'll see. So we're at the right place. We're in earthquakes. There are numbers at the top that you can click on. And these numbers have different information. And I refer to them as tabs in the assignment. So we start at tab 1 and that's what we want to do. We see this text box and we can actually move it and drag it if we want. And where you find the information is in this text box, and you can scroll down and see everything that is there. So everything that you need will be in this text box for tab 1. Okay. So once you're done reading that and you finished, you filled in the blank for tab 1, you can move on to tab 2. And notice there's a kind of an essential main question with each tab. So this one is, what is an earthquake? So if we go to tab 2, where do earthquakes occur? And these red dots, and I can also click my box and move it, show you where they occur. So we can see that they occur on plate boundaries. The darker line, right, that is a boundary between 2 plates. So a plate is just part of the lithosphere. It's kind of like a cookie cutout. The plates move. Remember that they move in different directions. And earthquakes commonly occur along the lines, along the plates. But some don't. So we have a couple dots here that are kind of in the middle of a plate. Look at this one in Africa. That's okay. That happens. Some do, but more occur around the plates. Okay. So in tab 2, we want to scroll down. This is where we find all the information. Okay, so you can do this at your own pace. You can click on these other tabs if you'd like, but there's no information in there that you will need to complete the assignment. So if you want to, you can investigate a little bit more if you'd like, but you are not required to, okay? So what were we on tab 2? We want to go on to tab 3. What causes an earthquake? Again, we want to scroll. Okay, we can press next. Here we see a simulation. We're talking about San Andreas. San Andreas Fault. Earthquakes occur along faults. And a fault is just a crack in the Earth's crust, giving the plates the ability to move, okay? So these questions go in order, okay? Sometimes you have to scroll down, okay? So remember to scroll. Everything should be there, all right? Tab 4 talks about faults. Tab 5, again, we want to scroll. We can press next, all right? There's not a question for every tab, so feel free to go through these. I would still click on them even though there's no questions, perhaps for tab 5, all right? But we want to make sure we go through all of them, and then we are done. Okay, so hopefully this helped you a little bit. If it's not, if you can't get the simulation to play in Google Chrome, so right now I'm in Chrome, right? So if you look at the bottom of my screen, the yellow, green, red with the blue dot, that means Google Chrome. You could try Internet Explorer if it's not working. It's a different browser, okay? So just try, all right?